So Kathy Griffin sparked quite a bit of controversy with a photo shoot that she did. This happened a few days ago, but this is the first live show since that story broke, so I wanted to dive into it for everybody here. I'm sure many of you have seen the picture by now, but let me show you. This is Kathy Griffin holding a fake... I like how I have to point out that it's fake. Of course it's fake. It's a fake beheading, severed head of President Trump there. That's what she's doing. Now, afterwards, she came out and apologized. I'm going to read you that apology now. She said, "I'm a comic. I cross the line. I move the line, then I cross it. I went way too far. The image is too disturbing. I understand how it offends people. It wasn't funny. I get it. I beg for your forgiveness. I went too far. I made a mistake and I was wrong. Obviously, I do not condone any violence by my fans or others to anyone ever. I'm merely mocking the mocker-in-chief." So, here are my thoughts on this. I think my take on this is going to piss off a lot of people, but I don't give a shit. I'm of two minds. Now, on the one hand, my initial reaction when I look at it is just, ugh. It's just fucking tasteless and gross, and it sits wrong in your gut, and it's just like, what are you doing? You took the time? Like, let me take an afternoon and go fucking do this photo shoot where I'm holding the president's severed head. Like, pump your brakes. That's just fucking, something about it feels wrong, you know? So I don't want anybody to misunderstand me here saying, it's a good thing. No. It's tasteless without question. But here's the second part to it, and here's the other part of my mind. What's really getting under my skin about this, more so than the actual picture, is that every single person on the right who loves to call themselves a warrior for the First Amendment and free speech and free expression, all of a sudden, on a dime, they're triggered little snowflakes. They go, fire her! Target her advertisers! Wait a second, you guys say you hate it when people on the left target people on the right's advertisers when they say or do something offensive. Now all of a sudden, you want to copy the same fucking tactics! So, you're against the left-wing social justice warriors, but you are right-wing social justice warriors, and spare me if you're going to make the argument, but this is different, Kyle, they're mock-killing a president. Yeah. That is one of the most common forms of political protest. How do you not know this? Killing a president in effigy happens all the fucking time. And everybody on the right, when it's killing a Democratic president in effigy, says what? What do you mean? Free speech, First Amendment. I'm not actually doing violence here. I'm just hanging a fucking doll of Obama or something. Or there's sometimes they light him on fire. That's another one that they do. Sometimes they have these shooting targets that are the president and then they fucking light him up with guns. So, all I want is fucking consistency. Everybody on the left who gets outraged over jokes, well, now they're not outraged over this. Well, shouldn't you be? Because you get mad when they kill Obama in effigy. So there's hypocrites on the left over this too. And on the right, I mean, it's so amazing that so many people have made a brand out of this, like, we're against safe spaces and microaggressions and, you know, we're against the triggered snowflakes on college campuses that can't take a joke and don't understand free speech or free expression. It doesn't matter if what I'm saying is offensive or hurtful or wrong. I'm still allowed to say it, and that's the point I'm going to stress over and over. And if you bring up you don't like it, what's that? Snowflake, little pussy, liberal bitch, college kids, free expression, motherfucker. And then the second they see a political protest that they don't like, that sits wrong in their gut, all of a sudden they flip it. I'm triggered. I need a safe space. This is such a microaggression. Oh, my feelings. My beloved feelings. There was more outrage on the right over this than there was over the white nationalist asshole who just murdered 3 people and stabbed them to death on a train because people were trying to defend a Muslim woman who that white nationalist was berating. Crickets on the right over that. You know, no outrage for a white nationalist murdering multiple people. But this, whoa, Kathy Griffin, let's talk about it for an hour and a half. What? Trump just killed 105 civilians in an airstrike like last week? Nothing to say about that. Totally cool. Kathy Griffin and her fake head. Oh, I'm so triggered. I just want some consistency. And by the way, She was fired from CNN as a result of this. Well, there we go. Now we've come full circle. Because, again, the main thing the people on the right say is, you don't fire people for free speech or free expression. They're just letting known. Like, even if they say, like, there are some people who made allegedly racist jokes who got fired. Look, I defend those people. They shouldn't fucking be fired. They shouldn't be fired. If you say something offensive or hateful or, you know, you do something that's not in good taste, whatever, you shouldn't lose your livelihood as a result of it. Now, I'm sure Kathy Griffin's going to be okay, even though she's a D-list celebrity. I'm sure she has some money saved up and stuff, but she lost her job. The main thing that she did that was recurring was like the New Year's Eve fucking nighttime thing with Anderson Cooper, which was insufferable to watch. It's not my cup of tea, to be clear. But people targeted her and her advertisers as a result of this, and so she was fired. So she lost a job over being politically incorrect. So what happened, guys? I thought you were in favor of being politically incorrect. But they're not. If you go after the targets they like, no, that's sacred. Now we're going to get you fired. So I just can't stand the fucking hypocrisy, man. I really can't. And don't think there are going to be some clowns out there who try to spin it like, yeah, where's Kyle arguing for free speech and free expression when the left is going after the right? Look for it, motherfucker, before you open your dumbass mouth, because it's there. Go watch when there were the fucking riots at Berkeley over Milo Yiannopoulos and not him having to not speak as a result of that. I defended him. You want to know why? Because I'm fucking principled. I'm not like these fucking amateur rookie clowns out there running around, who don't even realize their own goddamn hypocrisy. They don't even realize it. And by the way, you can't do that with the president. Yes, you can. Of course you can. Of course you can kill the president in effigy. You're not allowed to make a direct threat of violence against the president. You know what a direct threat of violence is? I'm going to go kill the president, shoot the president, and it's going to happen at 4:30 p.m. It's going to be on a Tuesday, and it's going to be here in whatever place specifically. That's a direct threat of violence. Are you allowed to kill the president in effigy? Yeah, it's a form of political protest. You don't believe me? Well, why isn't she in jail? Why is Kathy Griffin not in jail right now? Because it's a form of political protest. You're allowed to do that. That's 100% covered by the First Amendment. So, what happened, First Amendment lovers, free speech warriors? The second you're triggered, you do the same tactics as the social justice warriors, because you are social justice warriors. You're right-wing social justice warriors. Come to terms with that, because it's a fucking fact.